Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, January the 13th, and we got a pickup from the hospital downtown Charleston going to Sumter. And then after that, we got a pickup in Marion, which is outside of Sumter, going to Florence, South Carolina. So we are here. Just gotta find a parking space down here at this hospital. Go upstairs and get it. I don't know how much miles yet. I gotta, once I pick it up, go in the app and calculate the miles. See if I can find a parking spot. Yeah, never find a parking spot down here. Alright, I'm gonna have to park right here. Hurry up and run in and run out. Alright. Let me go grab this and come back out. Alright guys, this is what I picked up. Alright, let's go ahead and get on this road. I'm late. There's a lot of traffic coming down from my area. So let's hurry up. Alright. Okay. Alright guys, I got the box, it's in the trunk. It's 109 miles. I think it said that it's going to be able to get there at 11:52. It is, what time now? 10 o'clock right now, so almost 2 hours to get there. And then when we leave there, we got to go to Marion and then pick up there and drop it off in Florence, South Carolina. I don't know the distance between Marion and Sumter. I know it's not that far apart from each other. So I don't know if it's like maybe 30 minutes. I don't know. I gotta look and see. But anyway, yesterday it was so cold, guys. It was so cold. I went and took my son to school and I went back home. I'm not even gonna lie, I went back home. And I don't do well with cold weather at all. So, and then nothing came from my contracts yesterday.
Go past this light, then at the next one.
No airspace yesterday. There was nothing came out yesterday. So I got out of the house about 1 o'clock and turned on Walmart Spark. And I did Spark until, I think it was around 7. About 7. And made $173 yesterday. And even with Spark, I mean, I didn't have any sit time, but the orders that was coming out, it wasn't really paying much. It was like nothing. I had one order over $25, it was $27. I had one for 24, 22, well, two 22s, 18 to 17, and a 15. I had a couple other ones, but nothing over $25 except for that the last one I got, which was 27, and that was going towards closer to where I live. So I just took that and went home because it was around 7 or 7:30, I think, and it was cold. But I just didn't want to, just take the day off and not make anything. So I mean, something's better than nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, let me get into Spark. So Uber has an incentive. 10 orders, you get an extra $80. 20 orders, you get an extra $160. So I haven't done Uber since October. I think the beginning of October was the last time I've done Uber. I mean, once I got on Spark, that was just kind of it. I loved Spark. And y'all know I used to love Uber. I mean, Uber was my thing. Uber used to get me out of a lot of jams when I needed extra money. So I decided to do it. I wanted to start it yesterday. I turned it on a couple of times yesterday, but there was really nothing going on yesterday. I guess because it's Monday. So I said, well, I need like 3, because it ends Monday. So I need 3 orders a day to get that 20. It'll be like 21 if I do 3 orders a day. It's going to take 7 days to get, well, the incentive is for 7 days. But anyway, so I decided to do it. Depending on what time I get back today, try try to get the 3 in along with the Spark. The only problem is the area that I spark in don't really have a lot of restaurants in that area at all. I mean, they have some, but it's not a lot. You know what I mean? So I would have to actually go in the main area, go ahead and hit my 3, and then spark. But I'm gonna try to get that so I can have that extra incentive, that extra money rather, to go along with the spark money. Because as you know, 2026 is my road to being free of credit card debt. So it's credit card debt free 2026. That's the challenge for this year. I give myself 6 months to eliminate all of my credit card debt. I already have started in November, so I got a little leg up on it. Paying extra on 3 of them. So I'm taking 3 cards at a time. I have 7 cards, y'all. Seven. So I'm taking the first 3, the first lowest 3, and then I'm paying an extra $100 a month on each one. And then after that, I'm gonna take the next set of 3 and do the same thing. And then the last one, because I've already knocked out 6 cards, I'm gonna actually put like maybe $200-300 a month on that last one, because that's gonna be the highest one. And try to get that done. So I'm trying to give myself 6 months. It's probably gonna take longer than 6 months, especially with the last 4, because they're higher. It's probably gonna take a little bit longer to do that. So we're gonna see. But anyway, yeah, it's cold, man. Tomorrow, the high tomorrow is supposed to be, I think, 39. I think 39 tomorrow. The high today is 60. And the high yesterday was like 50, 52 or something. But tomorrow it's going to rain. It's supposed to be real cold. And then, of course, Thursday on to the weekend it's supposed to be cold. I hate cold weather. I'm not going to lie. I wish I was a bear so I could hibernate during the winter. If I could have done it, I would have done it. I'm not even going to lie. So, you know, I'm trying to just work for my contracts right now. And I'm trying to do Spark also, but it's like once it gets dark, man, it's cold. And I got on 2 shirts and this jacket. I got my hat and stuff in the back. I got an extra jacket in here too, because I hate being cold. But anyway, let's get on up this road, and we'll chat a little later. Alright guys, we are at our delivery location. The GPS always takes me to the wrong place every time I come to this place. But good thing I remembered to pass it. The pass where it's telling me to go. And come here. Alright. Alright guys, we already dropped that off. We have 83 miles to the next pickup, which is going to take us an hour. I think it said an hour and 20 something minutes, I think. Yeah, hour and 22 minutes to get to this next pickup. And it's going to Florence, which is only 28 miles from that pickup, so it's not going far once I pick it up.
In 200 feet,
just,
turn left onto West
Westmark
Boulevard.
Boulevard. It's a minute to get there to this next pickup.
Turn left onto Westmark Boulevard.
I gotta stop for some gas. Cause I didn't gas up this morning. I was a little bit the notch before full, so I just rode it all the way up here instead of putting a little $5 in here to fill it up. So I gotta get some gas before we head over to it's Mullins. I thought it was a Marion, but when I looked at, well, she said Marion, but when I looked in the app, it was Mullins, South Carolina. I think that's it's closer to Florence. So let's go ahead and head on over there and pick that up and drop that off and head back, and I'm gonna try to get my 3 Uber orders in before I turn on Spark. So I'll reach back out to you guys then. Alright guys, we are at our next pickup. I don't know exactly where to go. GPS is taking me around this way. Let's see. I don't think it's the correct way, but we're gonna follow the GPS. See where it takes us at. Let's say emergency room. I don't think I'm going to emergency room. I think I need to go back around the front. I don't think I need to go to the emergency room side. Not that I know of. Let me see. I don't know. I might need to go to the outpatient area probably. Let's see. Position parking, okay. Position parking. Where's the parking spots? Yes. Let's park over here. Let's see. Alright, let me see if I can find this place, y'all. Alright guys, that was the wrong area. They say I need to go back to the docks behind the hospital, the loading dock area, and ask for some guy back there because in the notes it said to pick up at the supply chain department. So headed back that way. The lady at the front desk is going to call them and let them know that somebody's going to be coming around to get whatever I'm supposed to be picking up. So we're going to see what it is when we get there. Alright guys, where the keys at? Alright, y'all already saw what I picked up here. I've never been to this hospital before, so I didn't know where to go. So now I know. So we got 38, I think it's 38 miles, I think. 28 miles to drop this off. That's what I picked up, those 2 boxes. So let me go ahead and put this in my GPS and let's head that way. Alright guys, it's finally warming up. It's 58 degrees right now. I think the high is supposed to be 60 today. Cause I swear I'm tired of this dang cold weather, man. It makes me don't even want to come outside. But anyway, yeah, what I wanted to talk about today was sometimes things that seem hard can eventually start being easy. When I first started out, man, I was working 7 days a week, all day. I mean, all day. Like, I would get up, take my son to school, and I was gone until, I mean, whatever time I got home. Because at that time, my other half was not working. Like I said, we all got laid off. So we were supposed to be doing this courier thing together. And it didn't work out for the both of us right at that moment. It's like one person had to actually kind of step out and make things happen for the other person. So it was like we would, do the runs together. So we were like going all over the place. I mean, I don't even care where it was at. We done been to Mississippi, we done been to Louisiana, Kentucky, New Jersey. We've been all over. So for the first several months, it's like we was on the road together, trying to make it happen. And then eventually I got these contracts. I got her get in with these contracts also. So it got to the point it was just me on the road doing my thing, her on the road doing her thing. And the first year was rough. I mean, the first year was really rough because for the first like 3 months, I wasn't really making any money. I wasn't really making any money at all because I had just a carrier company. I didn't know about gig apps at the time. And then the carrier company, I don't know if everybody is like that when they sign with a carrier company, but the one that I was signed with, which is Brompy, I guess they were just trying, giving me little short runs at first. Just kind of trying me out, and it wasn't like an everyday thing because, you got to bid on it. Sometimes you don't win, that type of stuff like that. So I was just doing a lot of local in the area, South Carolina area at first, and then eventually I started going to other places. Atlanta a lot, Charlotte, Raleigh area a lot, Jacksonville. So eventually things started picking up. Pulled me with them, and I ended up signing up with 2 more carrier companies. So at that time I had 3. GTMM was another one, and then I had I can't remember the other one, but I had 3 at one time. So it kept me busy, but I was gone. I mean, I was sleeping on the road, sleeping in my van. Then I finally learned that the only way to make money was to be gone for days at a time. So I would be out like for days at a time and go home like on maybe Friday, Saturday. Because with the carrier companies on the weekends, there's really nothing unless you pick up on Friday, drop off on Monday type thing. So Saturday and Sunday, there's really nothing coming out with a carrier company. Then I learned about the gig apps, started incorporating that. So when I go to different cities, I turn them on, and make extra money doing that. But for the first year, it was rough. It was rough. I'm not even gonna lie. Once the 2025 came in, things started getting a little bit more easier because at this time, the carrier companies are working me more. I'm doing them more than my contracts. I'm doing them more than the carrier companies. Making more money with the contracts than with the carrier companies. And like I said, I was doing roadie, I was doing freight, I was doing GoShare, I was doing Curry, Bungie, Uber Eats. I was doing a lot of gig apps and stuff like that. So now here we are, 2026, and it's like a piece of cake now. It's a piece of cake, like it really is. I can do 1 or 2 runs and I can actually be done for the day. But because, I'm trying to get these credit card debts out the way, I still incorporate some of these gig apps. I deleted last year, I think it was November, December, I deleted like 6 of them. Because I was signed up on them. I was on the waiting list for majority of them, and the ones that I wasn't, nothing was coming out in my area. So I just ended up taking them off my phone, just taking up space anyway. Just taking them off my phone. But the middle part of last year was when things really started coming together. I got a financial advisor, and they basically, I went and got a whiteboard, and then I would write like week 1, whatever month, week 2, week 3, week 4, write all my bills on it, the due dates, how much it is, and that helped me a lot. It helped me because now I know, okay, next week I got these bills, I need this amount of money. So I know, okay, I have to make such and such and such this week for the next week. Just like if you got a job and you're getting a paycheck, if you get paid on Friday, that money is to pay the bills that's coming up the next week. So I treated this just like if I was on a 9 to 5, as far as how I'm paying things. Even though I get paid every day, but I treat it as if I'm getting paid every once a week type stuff. Then I got a pad, and I wrote down every bill I got, all of them, and basically how much it is a month, how much it is to pay off, and then I started working my way from the lowest up to the highest. And by, I think it was October of last year, I paid off all of that debt. All of that. That's the loan companies and stuff I had to get when my van was broken. All that stuff is paid off. So now, here I am, 2026, going to get these credit cards out the way. But for the first year, I wanted to quit. I really did. I wanted to quit. It seemed like every time you look, something was happening. I relied on the van so much to the point that I didn't think I could do anything without the van. So every time the van broke down, it was like, I gotta have the van, I gotta have the van, I gotta have the van. And I would go into debt to try to get the van fixed. But then once I got these contracts, I didn't need the van, so I didn't rely on the van like that anymore. I wanted to keep it on the road. Hold on one second, the airspace coming through. Yeah, that was a local. It's 7 miles for $20. That's not something I want to do at this point. But anyway, so I relied on it like I needed. Then once I started with these contracts and I could use my car, it's like, I'm gonna say that sometimes you think that, your vehicle break down or something happens, like it's the end of the world. But, I'm saying the Lord showed me that it ain't the end of the world. And as a matter of fact, your situation, is not over. Sometimes people just get frustrated and they're like, I quit. But I'm not a quitter. I've never been a quitter. I'm just not. I don't have quitting in me at all. So I just made it work, and it worked out for the best. It really did. It worked out for the best. And trying to get a medical career route, contract, it's hard. It's really hard because it's like you don't know who to talk to. You don't know the words to say when you go to these companies. As the people that know about them ain't gonna tell you about them. You know what I mean? It's like you have to try to find them on your own. Like I told you guys before, I just went to small companies in my area, small courier delivery companies in my area, and asked them if they need drivers. I still do that till this day. I found a couple of other ones that I could actually sign up with, as far as having a contract with, but the pay, they don't want to pay. Dash is one of them I went and spoke with, but the pay was not worth it, so I didn't even bother with them. Velox, that's another one. The pay, I didn't even worth it. So, I'm not going to do anything just to do it, or whatever the case may be. It may be something good for you guys, so y'all can try Dash, y'all can try Velox. They're always looking for drivers, but for me, it just wasn't worth it for me. So yeah, I didn't bother with it. But it's like now I have more free time. Like I didn't have a day off the whole year of 2024, and maybe half of 2025. I didn't have a day off. Like I started taking Sundays off last year, but then I was working on Saturdays. But then I realized that Saturdays is not a good day to be out, because everybody's out with their family, they're out with their kids, they're eating lunch, they're shopping, they're having family time. So they're not really ordering anything on Roadie, Freight, Walmart, Spark, not ordering any groceries or anything on Saturdays. So then I recently just started taking Saturdays off and working on Sundays, because people are home. They're cleaning up, they're doing yard work, they're getting ready to watch the game, stuff like that. They're cooking on the grill, so they're home. So they're ordering Walmart Spark, they're ordering Uber Eats, they're placing orders on Roadie, or whatever the case may be. So I decided to start working on Sundays. Once I get these credit cards down, then I'm gonna be off on Saturday and Sunday. The only time I'll move on Saturday and Sunday is one of my contracts called and asks if I can do, a run. And it gotta be early in the day, whereas I can come back and enjoy, my day with my family. And sometimes that could put a strain on your family life. That could put a strain on you if you don't have time for yourself. You know, you gotta have time for yourself, you know, to not get burned out. You know, I got burned out working a 9 to 5. I was doing it, like I said, like over 30 years. I was in a restaurant, and I got burned out. I'm not even gonna lie. I got burned out. I got tired of being around people. Sometimes even their voice got on my nerves. Like, just everything just got on my nerves. Like, seriously. So right here, this is peace right here for me. I'm by myself. I can play my music. You know, I could watch YouTube. I can watch movies. You know, I could just have inner thoughts. Just think about goals that I want to accomplish. You know, and a lot of people be like, you don't be bored being by yourself. No, I've been being around people like forever. Like, I'm happy to be by myself. I'm happy. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm happy. Now, what I do miss is when I was in the carrier space. If I get a run on a Friday, say a Friday afternoon, and my family was able to go with me, and we would always make a weekend trip out of it. So it's like, if I used to go to Tampa a lot on Friday afternoon, sometimes early Saturday morning, we would go and we would get a hotel and we stay down and come back on Sunday. So that's the only thing I kind of do miss with that, is because, you know, being able to go to these different places, you know, drop stuff off, get a hotel, and have fun and chill. That's the only thing I do miss. But I still am able to do that once I start being able to have Saturday and Sundays off. Like, you know, let's take a little weekend trip. You don't have to be no place far. We can take a little weekend trip, you know, and take the kid to the zoo or the museum. Or Charlotte has an indoor water park for kids. It's $5, and you know, I take him there twice already since I found out about it, and he loves it. And adults can get in it and everything. So it's really nice, in a nice area. They have basketball court. They got a lot of stuff in there. So it's really nice. It's close to Dave and Buster's. It's close to the mall. It's close to a lot of restaurants. So it's very close to a lot of places. But you know, for you guys that's just starting out, and it's hard and you're struggling, you know, you gotta keep your head up. Keep your head up and stay positive. Because, you know, it's like they say, trouble don't last always, and it don't last always. As long as you're putting the work in, as long as you're putting the effort in, it will get better. It will smooth out. And you'll look back and be like, dang, like, this is nothing now. Like, it's child's play to me now. Like, I get up in the morning, I take my son to school. Sometimes I'll go to Spark. Sometimes I take him to school and I go back home, turn the TV on, cook breakfast, drink a cup of coffee, kick back in my recliner until my phone starts ringing. You know, I go out and do my little 1, 2, 3 runs, and when I get back, if I feel like doing anything else, I do it. If I don't, I don't. I already made my money for the day. So it's gotten really, really easy. Like, well, yesterday, I didn't get anything yesterday, but it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me at all, because I know that the rest of the week, you know, I'm gonna have work. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, I got out and I made some money on Spark, so it wasn't like I was home, I didn't do anything. I'm sitting around like, well, I didn't make no money. I didn't make anything. And I went out a couple hours, I think 6 hours, made that money on Spark, got back home, cooked dinner, watched the Steelers get their butts tore up, which is my team. Watched them get their butts tore up, and enjoy my family time. You know what I mean? So just keep going, stay positive, keep your head out, man. Seriously. But you also have to get out here and network. You gotta get out here and network, because there ain't nothing gonna fall in your lap. Like, there's nobody's gonna call you and say, hey, I got a contract for you. Hey, I got a dedicated route for you. Hey, I got this, I got that. It's like, you gotta get out here. You gotta network. You gotta Google, you know, just Google a bunch of stuff. The courier companies near me, delivery companies near me, wherever lane you're trying to get into, Google it. Medical courier companies near me. Go on Indeed. Go on CB Driver. There's a lot of other companies that you could actually go on, and they have routes. You know what I mean? What is another one? Red Cross. Red Cross right now is looking for drivers. I'm supposed to be trying to call them. Well, I already spoke to the people. I just never got an opportunity to call. like I have so much opportunities right now. It's a shame, and I can't even fulfill all of them. So it's like to put anything else on my plate is crazy. So it's like I still want to reach out to a lot of other companies because you just never know. You just never know what could happen. Just never know. Because like with my parts contract, they don't call every day. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm glad they don't call every day because this lady right here, she keep me busy, man. I mean, she keeps me busy because it's like she really don't want me to work for nobody else. She really wants me to run, you know, for her, only her. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's going to be days that she doesn't have work, and what am I going to do? So I don't want to rely just on one contract. I want to have, you know, more things under my belt. You know what I mean? So this ain't kicking. I can rely on this or that, and I get a lot of airspace. I just had 2 airspace coming up here. One was actually going to Chattanooga, Tennessee. That was paying good. It was paying van race, but the dimensions on it, I could have fit it in the car if I didn't have anything. So I get airspace all the time. Only reason why I don't do a lot of airspace is because you gotta wait a week to get paid. You only get paid on Wednesdays, and it depends on the day of the week that you do the run for them. Because if just say if I was to do it, okay, just say yesterday or today, then I would get paid next week Wednesday. But if I do that thing after Thursday or something like that, I wouldn't get the pay till the following Wednesday. So that's the only reason why I don't do a lot of airspace. Last year I did a good bit of them, just to make sure every Wednesday I had like $400 or $500 coming in from them. But other than that, you know, it's like it's hit or miss with airspace. It's just if there's something coming out and it's going my direction, I'll take it. If not, if it does not make sense to me money wise, I'm not going to take it type stuff. So it is what it is. But anyway, yeah. So that's all I wanted to say on that. Like eventually, it's going to get easy. It's going to get easy. It's going to get to the point that you got one good run or 2 good runs, and that's it for the day. And you can go home and enjoy your family time. Like you don't have to get up early every morning. Like a lot of people get up, they get to Walmart 5:45 in the morning. Like I tried it, man. I ain't gonna lie, I tried it. It's hard for me to get up the next morning at that time in the morning. It really is. It's hard. I think I did it once. I think I got up once and did it, and it was a struggle. So for me to get up to have to do that, I don't know. I try to do it on Sundays because I'm all, you know, the kids don't have school. But on the weekdays I can't do because he got school. But on Sundays I try. It's like I think the earliest I can get to Walmart is like 8. I can't seem to get there no earlier than that. But anyway. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, man. Like, with anything, when you first starting out, it's going to be rough. The same energy you put in on somebody else's job, if you got to work sometimes 50 hours, 60 hours, depending on your position on somebody's job, you have to put that same energy when you're an independent contractor, when you having your own business or you're working for yourself. You might have to put that 50 hours in. You might have to put that 60 hours in. You might have to work 7 days a week. You might have to work all day. But at the end of the day, it's for you. You know, it's not for somebody else or put money in an owner's pocket. You know, it goes into your pocket. So it's up to you. So that's it. That's it for the conversation for today. Like I say, check out Indeed, check out CV Driver. Google is your best friend. Who else? I think they said that Chat GTP stuff. I haven't really had no experience with that, but I see a lot of people going to Chat GTP to ask questions about certain things. And then if you're looking for a government contract, you know, they have the websites for that too. If you're looking for the company that, like I told you, my business partner just did, but you fly the specimens, all you gotta do is Google that. You know, Google that, and it's a lot of companies. I think I got a video up or a short up with a lot of the companies that I found that you can sign up with, and you could be flying all over the country, all over the world, delivering medical supplies or specimens or whatever they have, organs, whatever. So you gotta do your research. You gotta do due diligence and do your research, because these clickbaiters on YouTube, they're gonna tell you about so much because they want you to buy their class or they want you to spend money on the information, so they're not going to really tell you a lot. So that's why you got to do your due diligence, and you got to use Google and everything else, all the other resources, you know, and look up things for yourself. I Google a lot. I'm a Googler. I Google a lot of stuff, a lot of different ways to try to make money. A lot. Just do I have the time to do a lot of them? No, but I do a lot of research because times I see people that ask questions about different companies, and now I done did the research and I give them names of different companies. So anyway, that's it for this conversation. We should be at our drop-off location in 12 minutes. That wasn't even far from that pickup. And once we drop this off, I think we should get back in the area around between 4:30. And you got a lot of different stuff out there. Then they had a smoker. I should look at what that smoker was. That's the country area, so they probably didn't want that much for that smoker, but I ain't got nowhere to get it. I ain't driving the car. But anyway, so once I get back, like I say, between 4:30. I think I might do Spark first, and then after that try to get my 3 Uber orders, because Spark starts picking up around that time. And then I'll try to get my little Uber orders in. I probably stay out till, I don't know, maybe 9 o'clock. Because it seems like after 8 o'clock, Walmart Spark kind of dies down. I think everybody's in the house, they get ready to go to bed, get ready for work. So I think normally after 8 it kind of slows down. So around that time is when I turn on Spark and see if I can get my 3 orders a day, because I want to get that extra $160. So anyway, see you at the drop-off location in about 10 minutes. All right, y'all, we are at the delivery location. I just need to find the loading dock or the supply delivery area, or whatever that thing is saying in that app here. Find out where that's at. Let me see where the GPS is going to take me at this time. But it said to deliver at the supply, pick up and delivery at the supply chain location. So it was at the loading dock for the pickup. So I'm assuming that it's going to be the same thing for the delivery. So let's see if we can find it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see if we can find it. There's a slow behind car right there. Let's see. Man, listen, I love doing these medical carrier deliveries. I ain't even gonna lie. The deliveries for the lawyers, for the courthouses, these little small packages, man. Listen, I love it. I ain't even gonna lie. I do. Okay, where this place at, man? Like, really? I don't know if I can go back up in there or not. Medical pavilion. I don't even know what pavilion it is. That's the easiest thing on the world, man. To I think I've been to this. I've been here before. But okay, let's see. I think I gotta go this way. I've been here before, but this thing is. I don't think it has nothing on it. Damn, I gotta go back out. Let me see. Let me see if I can find this thing. Because I've been to this hospital before. It just brought me a different way, I guess, because I came from Marion, Mullins, or wherever that place was. So it brought me a different way. But I've been to this hospital several times. But I don't know if I'm supposed to be taking this to where I normally go, because I'm supposed to be trying to find the loading dock place. So I'm going to ride in the back and see if I can find this location, and I'll get back with you. Alright guys, I found it. Why my phone blue? I don't know why my phone blue. It was right here. I don't know why my phone blue when it's on me. I don't know why I stay doing that. But anyway, sorry about that. Let me fill out this paper because I forgot when I did the pickup. I gotta write down her name. And the time here. Okay, the time is 2:27. And I just got a call just now for my parts contract, wanted me to go to Atlanta. I'm in Florence right now, and I am not trying to go to Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. I really hate going to Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie, I hate it. I hate going to Atlanta. I don't know why, but I just do. It just seems like the ride is just so freaking long. So, any opportunity I get to go to Atlanta, it just kind of depends. I gotta be like in the right, let me use this trash. I gotta be in the right mood to go to Atlanta. I did call my business partner. She was willing to do it, but she got the kid, and he said no. He did not want to go to his grandma's house until I get back to pick him up. I told her I would pick him up. I would pick him up, and then I would, keep him until she get back. But he said no. He don't want to go to the Gigi house. So I texted him back, and I said, well, she can't do it. But she was willing to do it because, that job. I think Atlanta is like almost 300 miles, and she would have got close to $600 for that run. But yeah. And this time of day, I was not going to Atlanta because by the time I get back, like I said, it'd be around 4:30. I wouldn't get to Atlanta till about 10 o'clock. I wouldn't get home till about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing that. I understand it's almost $600, but I ain't doing it. So anyway, that's it for this delivery. I don't know. I might can get air. I've never gotten airspace from Florence. That's where we at now. I might lock up and get one. There's a lot of medical centers in Florence. A lot of hospitals in Florence. So I might lock up and get one. Just depends on where it's going to take me is the thing. But anyway, that might be it for this video. If anything else come through, I will let you guys know. If not, you guys have a great day. A blessed and prosperous day. And I'll get back with you guys tomorrow. Just your girl, Hannah B, the Courier Chick, signing out.